One in a CAT program, which adult learning strategy most effectively develops practical aircraft maintenance skills. A. Memorizing technical manuals. B. Hands-on simulations in a controlled workshop. C. Watching recorded lectures only. D. Reading regulatory guidelines without practice. 2. Which evaluation method best measures a CAT candidate's troubleshooting skills on aircraft systems? A. Multiple choice quizzes on theory. B. Performance-based assessments with real or simulated faults. C. Attendance tracking. D. True-false questions. 3. When mentoring a CAT trainee struggling with avionics diagnostics, the most effective approach is A. Correct the trainee's work directly. B. Ask guided questions to help identify and isolate issues. C. Give them the solution without discussion. D. Focus solely on written instructions. 4. Which curriculum design principle ensures relevance for adult learners in aerospace maintenance training? A. Lecture-heavy content only. B. Incorporation of real-world aircraft scenarios and problem-solving exercises. C. Abstract theoretical content without application. D. Uniform content regardless of trainee background. 5. What communication technique is most effective when providing feedback on a CAT practical assessment? A. General positive comments only. B. Specific actionable feedback tied to observed performance. C. Delayed feedback at the end of the course. D. Numeric scoring without context. 6. Regulatory compliance in CAT programs should be reinforced by A. Embedding FAA and industry standards into hands-on exercises. B. Teaching regulations only during lectures. C. Assigning optional reading on safety. D. Ignoring compliance to focus on technical skills. 7. Which instructional method best supports learning complex propulsion systems? A. Memorizing engine specifications. B. Hands-on engine assembly and troubleshooting labs. C. Reading technical papers only. D. Observing demonstrations without practice. 8. Which evaluation strategy most accurately assesses aircraft inspection competencies? A. Multiple choice questions. B. Practical inspection assessments with documented checklists. C. Peer discussion without evaluation. D. Short answer exams. 9. Adult learners in CAT programs are most motivated when training. A. Focuses on abstract theory. B. Demonstrates immediate application to real aircraft systems. C. Emphasizes strict instructor authority. D. Limits learner input. 10. To ensure ethical and safe maintenance practices, CAT curriculum should A. Avoid discussing ethics to save time. B. Integrate ethical decision-making and safety scenarios throughout coursework. C. Teach ethics only during certification exams. D. Address ethics post-training. 11. Which communication approach improves understanding during safety briefings? A. Technical jargon-heavy explanations. B. Clear, concise instructions with practical examples. C. Reading from manuals verbatim. D. Limiting trainee questions. 12. What assessment best measures a CAT candidate's ability to identify and respond to in-flight system anomalies? A. Written definitions. B. Simulated in-flight troubleshooting scenarios. C. Short answer quizzes. D. Peer observation only. 13. When a trainee struggles with reading aircraft schematics, mentoring should A. Provide completed diagrams. B. Guide the trainee through step-by-step interpretation and labeling. C. Assign more reading without guidance. D. Skip schematic exercises. 14. Which curriculum feature supports mastery of composite material repairs? A. One final written exam. B. Hands-on workshops with iterative repair tasks. C. Lecture-only delivery. D. Independent study of repair manuals. 15. Which adult learning principle is applied when trainees share past maintenance experiences during training? A. Passive memorization. B. Integration of prior experiences into problem solving. C. Classical conditioning. D. Rote learning. 16. Which evaluation method best measures a CAT candidate's adherence to torque and fastening specifications? A. Multiple choice theory questions. B. Practical application with precision measurement verification. C. True-false quizzes. D. Oral questioning only. 17. When teaching avionics system troubleshooting, which approach is most effective? A. Lecture-only instruction. B. Hands-on diagnostics with guided instructor feedback. C. Assigning readings without practice. D. Observing demonstrations passively. 18. How should CAT curriculum developers ensure alignment with FAA standards? A. Regularly review FAA regulations and incorporate into coursework. Keep legacy content unchanged. C. Rely solely on instructor experience. D. Avoid regulatory references to save time. 19. When a trainee demonstrates unsafe maintenance practices, the mentor should A. Ignore minor infractions. B. Correct behavior immediately and explain safety rationale. C. Focus only on task completion. D. Document but not discuss. 20. Which communication strategy builds clarity in maintenance documentation? A. Use standard abbreviations and structured reporting formats. B. Free-form informal notes. C. Minimal entries to save time. D. Verbal-only updates without documentation. 21. Which instructional activity develops effective troubleshooting decision-making? A. Memorizing fault codes. B. Scenario-based troubleshooting labs with branching outcomes. C. Reading manuals only. D. Passive observation. 22. Which evaluation method best identifies gaps in hydraulic system repair skills? A. Multiple choice test. B. Practical repair assessment with performance rubric. C. Short answer written exam. D. Peer discussion. 23. What curriculum design element ensures continuous skill development in CAT programs? A. Single final certification exam. B. Sequenced modules with formative assessments and hands-on exercises. C. Optional practice tasks. D. Elimination of feedback. 24. Which mentoring skill is critical when guiding a trainee through avionics troubleshooting? A. Active listening and guided questioning. B. Directly correcting all mistakes. C. Minimal intervention. D. Long theoretical lectures. 25. What indicates effective communication during a team maintenance briefing? A. Trainees demonstrate understanding of tasks and safety protocols. B. Minimal questions asked. C. Quick completion without discussion. D. Technical jargon dominates. 26. Which evaluation strategy best simulates real-world maintenance decision-making? A. Written theory exams only. B. Full system troubleshooting exercises under timed conditions. C. True-false quizzes. D. Peer review without hands-on testing. 27. When updating CAT curriculum, which ensures legal and ethical compliance? A. Incorporate updated FAA regulations and safety guidelines. B. Retain outdated content. C. Exclude regulatory content. D. Focus solely on technical skills. 28. Which instructional practice improves retention of complex electronic systems? A. Abstract diagrams only. B. Visual aids plus repeated hands-on diagnostics. C. Rapid lecture delivery. D. Eliminating practice exercises. 29. To build independent problem-solving skills, mentors should A. Solve problems for trainees. B. Use guided questioning and allow controlled experimentation. Limit trainee autonomy. D. Give final answers immediately. 30. Which communication method reduces misunderstanding in cross-functional maintenance teams? A. Establishing shared terminology and verifying understanding. B. Allowing independent interpretations. C. Avoiding clarification. D. Minimal documentation. 31. Which evaluation approach best measures post-training readiness of CAT candidates? A. Competency-based practical assessments. B. Attendance verification. C. Self-reported confidence. D. Short answer quizzes. 32. How can engagement be increased during advanced maintenance training? A. Scenario-based simulations with realistic aircraft systems. B. Long passive lectures. C. Text-heavy manuals. D. Reduced hands-on practice. 33. Which method best reinforces ethical and compliant maintenance behavior? Practicing real-world scenarios with immediate feedback. B. Memorizing regulations only. C. Watching videos without discussion. D. Abstract discussions of ethics. 34. Which instructional strategy best supports adult CAT learners when introducing new aerospace maintenance regulations? A. Presenting regulations verbatim from official documents. B. Using case studies that show real compliance failures and consequences. C. Assigning independent reading without discussion. D. Testing learners before instruction. 35. When evaluating mentoring effectiveness in a CAT training program, which indicator is most reliable? A. Mentor years of experience. B. Trainee improvement in independent maintenance decision-making. C. Number of mentoring sessions conducted. D. Mentor self-assessment reports. 36. During curriculum review for a CAT program, which evidence best supports continuous quality improvement? A. Instructor preferences for teaching methods. B. Trainee performance trends across multiple assessment cycles. C. Historical course outlines. D. Informal verbal feedback only.